So we're going to talk about something really quick. So I'm going to share my screen with you and show you what happened yesterday.
And DHS Secretary Kristi Noem must resign or face impeachment. I don't know.
Well, here's the thing, and I'm going to share you some news. This came out today. Man who sprayed unknown substance on Rep. Omar is a convicted felon in Trump supporter record shows. And for some reason, I gotta. Oh, that's right. Anyways, a man sprayed an unknown substance on Democrat Rep. Ilhan Omar and was tackled to the ground Tuesday during a town hall in Minneapolis, where tensions over federal immigration enforcement have come to a head after agents fatally shot an intensive care nurse and a mother of three this month. The audience cheered as the man was pinned down and his arms were tied behind his back. In video of the incident, someone in the crowd could be heard saying, "Oh my God, he sprayed something on her." Just before that, Omar had called for abolition of ICE and for Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem to resign or face impeachment. Calls are mounting on Capitol Hill for Noem to step down after the shooting deaths in Minneapolis of two people who protested deportations. Few Republicans have risen to her defense. ICE cannot be reformed, Omar says, seconds before the attack. Minneapolis police said officers saw the man use a syringe to spray an unknown liquid at Omar. They immediately arrested him and booked him at the county jail for third-degree assault, spokesperson Trevor Folk said. Forensic scientists responded to the scene. Police identified the man as 55-year-old Anthony Kamerzak. It was not immediately clear if Kamerzak had an attorney. The county public defender's office could not immediately be reached. Omar continued speaking for 25 more minutes after the man was ushered out by security, saying she would not be intimidated. There was a strong vinegar-like smell after the man pushed on the syringe, according to an AP journalist who was there. Photos of the device, which fell to the ground when he was tackled, showed what appeared to be a light brown liquid inside. There was no immediate word from officials on what it was. Minneapolis Council member Latricia Vitale said some of the substance also came into contact with her and State Senator Bobby Joe Champion. She called it deeply unsettling experience. No one in the crowd of about 100 people had a noticeable physical reaction to the substance. Now here's the funny thing. Attacker is a convicted felon and Trump supporter. The man who sprayed the unknown substance on Omar is a convicted felon who had made online posts supportive of Trump. Minnesota court records show Kazmierczak, 55, was convicted of felony auto theft in 1989 and has had multiple arrests for driving under the influence, along with a slew of traffic offenses. There are also indications he has had significant financial problems, including 2 bankruptcy filings. In a social media post, Kamerzak described himself a former network engineer who lives in Minneapolis. He's criticized Joe Biden and referred to Democrats as angry and liars. Trump wants the U.S. stronger and more prosperous, Kamerzak wrote. Stop other countries from stealing us. Bring back the fear that enemies back away from and gain respect that if anyone threatens ourselves or our friends, we will bleep them up. I'm going to stop there because I'm not going to read the rest of it. But you know how Trump supporters sit here and consistently tell us the left is the violent one, right? The left is the issue with this country. It's the left that's committing all the political violence here. I'm going to share you something here really quick here and show you source here. And this comes from the ADL here. So domestic extremism related killings in the U.S. by perpetrator affiliation 2013 to 2022. Trump has discontinued keeping track of the political violence here. But as it was updated here, 75% of the political violence comes from right-wing extremism. Only 4% comes from the left wing. Domestic Islamist extremism is 20%, and 1% is other miscellaneous. Most of this violence that we're seeing is committed by far right wing, which is MAGA, Trump. Even when we see BLM here back in 2020, 93% of those protests were peaceful. The ones that didn't be peaceful were the ones where white supremacist groups flew over, like from Texas to Minnesota. We have Proud Boys, the Three Percenters, the Oath Keepers here, all fly into many different blue cities here. In Minnesota, some of these white supremacist groups burned down an AutoZone. They burnt down a local PD here, then tried to blame it on BLM. This is what right-wing extremism does. They will go out there, commit the acts of violence, and not take accountability for those said actions. And I wanted to point that out. Peace.